Hello, my name is Brenda Bishop. I'm with the Clay County Health Council, and today I'm going to show you a version of a pickle that my mother used to make for us when we were in junior high, high school, probably even elementary school, when we'd have excess cucumbers. So this is just a store-bought cucumber, and since it may have a little wax on the surface and sometimes these are a little bitter, I'm going to peel it. But you could also use any kind of pickle. If it's a pickle that has a nice skin, you don't have to peel it. Or if you want to decorate it, you can use your fork and come down here and make designs in there and make it a sort of a decorated pickle edge. But for today, we're just going to do this. You can use any kind of cucumber that you have on hand. I did pre-wash this cucumber before I'm grating it, so I don't have to go over to the sink and wash it now. And after you get it peeled to your liking, you're going to take your knife and cut the ends off. And this is called a quick pickle. It goes really fast. You can make it in 30 minutes, or it gets ready in 30 minutes. I like to cut them, this under 1/4 of an inch thick. It's like, how thick would you like to eat your pickle when you go to eat it? So just think about that. So as we were growing up, we would have these always in the refrigerator. They're a refrigerator type pickle, so you can't leave them on the shelf. And as we'd empty the jar, my mom would just add some more cucumbers. So we always had these going. This particular recipe is cucumber and onion. This is a clean, sterile jar. You can use any type of jar. It doesn't have to be a canning jar, but it does have to be glass, or it's best if it's glass or a crock of some kind. And then you're going to add some onion, and I just sort of sliced these onions up before we started. Save a little time. Put some more cucumbers in. And you need, for this recipe, about 2 cups of cucumbers and a cup of onions. But it sort of depends on what you like. The ones I made at home the other day, I didn't put any onions in because I really don't like onions that much, especially pickled or raw onions. So I didn't include the onions. But the onions make it pretty, sort of change the taste. And the last few cucumbers, so you want to sort of pack the jar down in there because you want to make sure that your brine gets over the top. Now, if you want a really crispier one, you could actually slice these, put them in salt water, refrigerate them for 24 hours, drain that salt water, and then make your brine. So this is a really simple brine. This has 1 cup of water, and I'm going to add to my 1 cup of water a 1/3 of a cup of vinegar. And you can use any kind of vinegar you want. You can use the white vinegar. These were made with white vinegar. You can use the apple cider, which is sort of traditional for pickles. And then you can use rice wine vinegar or something. I've never used balsamic vinegar. And it calls for about 2 tablespoons of sugar, because I like a little bit sweeter pickle. You can use more sugar if you like more sugar, if you like it really sweet, or if you really don't like a sweet pickle, you can use less sugar. And it calls for about a teaspoon of salt, but I always use about a 1/2 teaspoon because I don't like it really salty. So I'm going to measure out. And so if you're a person who has to limit your salt, this is a good way to make a pickle because you can have that pickly taste without the salt from the brine. Then you just stir till the sugar is dissolved. That's important. Now, some people will add things like cloves or other spices. And sometimes if you have a thing like a clove or mustard seed or something and you want the flavor from that. You could actually heat this up on the stove to make sure you infuse some of that flavor. You can also add things like chili pepper flakes, herbs like dill. If you add the dill, you probably wouldn't want to add so much sugar to your jar. Some people put basil, tarragon, things like that. Put in here. You fill it till your pickles are covered. And you seal your jar. And these are just pasta sauce jars. But I save them because I like the way the lids fit on them really good. And then you put it in the refrigerator for 30 minutes and it's ready. So that's all it takes to get this really fast, easy pickle if you're in a hurry for something or just need to use up some cucumbers. So we'll taste one. Like I said, these I made the other day. They last in the refrigerator about a week. And you could reuse the brine to add more cucumber. See, it's crisp. Still just a slight hint of sweet. And just like I remember my mom used to make.